All right, guys, we are back again with the truck on the dyno and looking to do some testing, more wastegate testing and testing more wastegate theories. Here's the run from the last time. So you're like, oh, Gavin, what could you possibly change now? Well, believe it or not, there's more. So right now, we just got a hater pipe, as we like to call it, going down to right there, straight off the wastegate. And then we've got this between stage, I don't know, wastegate pipe, whatever you want to call it, gated into the hot pipe. We got that blocked off with the plate and a V-band. So I don't know, it might try and backfeed through there and might affect turbulence in the hot pipe. I don't know, but we've got to at least try it. Now that we got a 20 PSI more drive and boost with the turbine housing modifications that Evan did. So we're going to try and see what this does. Just let it open on spring pressure and see what the difference is, because we need to find a way to get rid of some drive. If we can do it effectively and efficiently, it'll pick up power. If it's pissed off, it won't pick up any power. If it gets dog ear, I'm gonna have to put CO2 to the dome, because maybe gating to the atmosphere will affect how much pressure needs to be at the dome, because right now it's just running on spring pressure. Right here, that's where it made the most power last time. So we're gonna give it a shot and let you guys know the results. All right, so you guys saw the pull, saw the little mini flame, and here are the results. So it was much harder to get on the charger, that is for sure. It was, I don't know, you could definitely just tell it was struggling. So that was with no dome pressure. There is no CO2 bottle on it. I'm gonna go ahead and hook that stuff back up and try and keep it shut longer, because it did, I don't know, I would pull, I'll show you guys the log later. It's very, very interesting. We always wondered, like, if gating to the hot pipe would drive that big charger harder, and right now it is proving to. So same conditions, same everything as last time whenever we did 760. Big charger was making 27 pounds of boost. We were making, I believe, 79 pounds of boost overall. That run right there, we only made 59 pounds total, and the big charger only made 16. So very useful information. We dropped a ton of drive and boost, but we also lost power, so we got to find that happy medium. If I could gain some boost back and not raise drive back up to 93 PSI where it was, I think we will find power. But it did drive the big charger harder with it in the hot pipe thus far. Now, with the dome, with pressure to the dome, it might change its characteristics. It did 709 horsepower, so we'll find out. But what we're going to do right now is hook our CO2 bottle back up and our line star regulator, and I'm going to regulate around anywhere between 7 and 9 pounds to the dome and make a pull and see what it does. But the stuff's pretty warm right now, so it's not going to be super enjoyable to put on. Okay, so we've got more data for you. This was the next run. We got 729. We picked up 20 horsepower by adding basically 6 pounds of dome pressure, which is a pretty good increase. Our bottom end is still hard to get on the charger, so I think that gate is opening in stabilized time. which with the correct amount of boost, it probably should. But I've got stuff down on paper for you, so let's look at it. You guys seem to like it better whenever I've got stuff written down that you can look at and compare. First pull, 67 pounds of drive. That pull, 73 pounds of drive. We got 59 pounds of boost on the first pull. It went to 62 pounds of boost there. Then we got 18 PSI on that last run on the big charger, and then 17 on the previous pull. Like I said, 9 PSI dome, but 0 is 3 on my logger, so that's technically only 6 pounds of dome. Really, I only want to see about 75 pounds of drive, or pick up something else to make these closer to 1-to-1. I don't know. I was at 90 pounds of drive on the 760 run and 77 pounds of boost, so was really hoping to drop 15 PSI of drive and try and only drop to 72 pounds of boost. But if, based off how this is going so far, if I pick up another 5 pounds of drive and don't gain much boost, I don't know, we'll see. I just feel I'm out of something, and it's not specific to the gate. But we are proving some cool stuff here with the wastegate. So the gating between the chargers to the hot pipe is actually driving that big one harder by about 10 PSI right now. So that's pretty cool to see. I was always curious, but we're going to put more to the dome and see what it does. I might jump to, I'm probably go up to 15, which is basically, what would that be, 13 on the dome. So we'll give it a shot, see what it does. Alright guys, here's the recap of that last pull. We did 739, we picked up a good amount of torque. Obviously the curve down lower looks better because the gate's probably more shut, I guess you could say. So we picked up 10 horsepower. Here's the differences in pressures. So last time we had an 11 PSI split between the two. Now we got a 12 PSI split. It was a 9 PSI increase from the last time on the dome. We got picked up 2 PSI between stage. So overall, we are up 3 pounds on the big charger, which is not much, but this is where we're at. And I'm going to add more dome until it goes backwards, I guess. Let's recap that run. I know this gets very repetitive, but some of you guys find the information valuable. So I believe we have found the point to where the gate is not cracking open during stabilized time, because you can see this was our latest run. We picked up 100 foot-pounds of torque. We went from 739 to 748. So we picked up 9 horsepower, 9 and some change. It follows the exact trend of the 760 run all the way out. Let's see at the data. We've got a 13 psi split now, up from 1 psi from 12, so that's pretty common trend. We got one each on each one. We gained 6 pounds of drive. We gained 5 pounds of boost. We're up to 74 pounds of boost. The 760 run was 77 pounds of boost. Got 21.7 between stage, so we picked up almost 2 psi again. And then we went a 7 psi increase from the last time. We went to 25 psi dome. So I do believe I heard the gate crack open as soon as it came out of stabilized time. So I'm going to go up in pressure again. I believe 25 psi dome. I think I'm going to go up to 30 psi. Going to only do a 5 psi increase and see what it does there. Because I don't know, I believe in the run now, you will see a difference in whenever it cracks. If it's 30, if it holds the gate shut until 2600 or something, I think you will see it and then see it jump. If not, I will be surprised, but that's what we're going to do now. We're going to let it cool off and do it all again. Alright guys, so we are concluding the testing for the night. Hopefully you guys find this information valuable. It was really cool to see, in my opinion. There's tons of talk on the internet about gating to the hot pipe or gating to atmosphere. And here we have raw data on a mechanical truck of doing it. Granted, yes, this is a 750 horsepower truck on average. Like, most don't need that. Take the information with a grain of salt, but it is data. So our last run, we made 2 horsepower less, so we didn't pick up any power, picked up a little bit of torque. The trend follows the exact same of the 760 run. Literally dips right here at 3700, just like the other one too, and picks back up a little bit. And so literally identical as the previous run. Here's the data. We've got 91 pounds of drive, 77 pounds of boost. These are the exact drive and boost numbers as the 760 run. The only difference, we're making 7 psi less on the big charger. So 14 psi split there. We put 5 more pounds of dome to it, so a total of 30 pounds of dome. It did hold the gate closed until I started the run, was into the run a little bit because I could hear it open. So approximately 15 horsepower less by not driving the big charger is hard. It was all very valuable information. I had to put a lot of dome, in my opinion, to the top of it to make it do anything and gain all the bottom end back. With that being said, I'm going to go ahead and hook the gate back up to the hot pipe because that is how it does best. I don't have to run any dome pressure to it. I can just let it open on spring pressure and it seems happy. So I do think we have a choke point. Talked to a lot of people. Some think it is manifold charger. I also do as well. I think that little 68 turbine wheel is screaming for all it's got. But this was very cool information to see, and yeah, I had fun. I learned a lot. So we can basically prove right here that the gating into the hot pipe is driving the big charger harder, which is the theory. I mean, it proves the theory correct. I've heard some people say it can slow the big charger down because of all the volume and it can't get it out quick enough, but whenever you got a 111 turbine wheel, I don't think that's an issue. So yeah, cool to see, cool information. I think this might also prove the theory about if I can drive the big charger harder, I'll pick up power. I might be wrong there, but we've got a 7 psi difference. Wait, no, 4 psi difference, sorry. 4 psi difference, 15 horsepower difference. So pretty interesting stuff. With that being said, I'm going to get out of here. If you guys think the dyno stuff is boring and you don't care for the data and none of it's interesting to you, I'm sorry. We will get to other videos. I'd like to do other testing videos, but right now we're just hunting for more power, so I apologize. Preface that. hopefully we will maybe make some changes and find some more on the current air setup this week. Today is Thursday, so tomorrow night I'm going to pull the front cover and we are going to skip another tooth for timing, since we picked up 20 horsepower from about that much timing bump. So we're going to skip a tooth, pull it back far away from the head, try and get it to where it was, and then start adding timing, see what it does. And then we're going to do our pump theory testing with Evan, which that'll all be Saturday. I'll be working on getting a baseline for max power, and then we're going to adjust some things and see if it picks up more from that, where it's happiest. Just basically confirm some things for him. He does enough for us, might as well see what we can find. So with that being said, I'm going to get out of here. Need to get home and get some food, but peace out. See you guys later. Thanks for hanging with us this evening on the dyno.